he showed me his little girl. Oh mama, oh mama, work so hard for so.
Oh yeah, I'm tired. So I just finished his last OT session for now. He may come back in midnight, but it's like a little break. So now he's in speech. He's about to get some testing done. So yeah, I just want to check in between the clips.
Is he diagnosed with any ADD or ADHD?
No diagnosis.
Okay. It's just one of the questions for this. Mm-hmm. All right, Josiah, come on over.
Come on over, buddy.
Okay, because I cannot repeat the words once we start. Are you ready? Okay. Are these words the same or different? I haven't said them. Listen, ready? Bike, bite. Okay. You're right.
Mother's work is never done. Never ever done. Dealing with children, and dealing with special needs or exceptional children, children with disabilities, whatever you want to call it, can be very trying, and it requires a lot of attention. Sometimes frustrating, and you get just like overwhelmed, but you have to be the advocate for your child and make sure that they're getting everything they need. Make sure all their needs are met. Make sure everything, any accommodation that's supposed to be had, that they have them. Anything that they need, you have to be the voice for them.
What are you doing?
Snooping, huh? You got caught.
Okay. Here, you can come sit down here by me.
Okay. That's my pop.
You leave the ball where it's at.
Listen to my voice as I speak and adjust the volume so that what you hear is clear.
Yeah, y'all, like I was saying, being a mom is work, hard work. But when you have children that require, my head itching, the extra special attention, it is a lot extra added on. So if you can relate, if you have a special needs child, exceptional child, whatever terms you prefer, what do you do to what do you do to regroup? Like, what do you do to have a little time to regroup, because you're always doing this, doing that, being a special needs child? How do you cope with it? How do you deal with it? Are you coping well? Are you not coping at all? Do you shut down? Is your child making progress? Is everything like standstill? Give me some ideas. Give me some feedback. Just wanting to know, how do you guys handle it? I know some of you may have those type of children in your family, if they're not your own, or cousin or relative. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to think about, especially when you think about the future and how the world is, especially by me having a son, a black son, and him having mental, I want to say mental, him having special needs that he has to have met. It's kind of scary. As they get older, you don't know how the world's going to perceive them or accept them. Are they going to be in danger if they don't look at the door because they have these special needs and they're not like everyone else? So is society ready and willing to deal with them? Let me know what y'all think. I'm in another bathroom, y'all. He just got done. But yeah, I just feel like we're the best. Like, moms are the best in general. But when you're dealing with all this, you are a rock star. I know it's hard. I know you want to give up. It's overwhelming. You want to cry on the screen. And sometimes you need to go ahead and do that. Just to let it out. But be the advocate for your child. Because I feel like when God made them special, He really took His time making them extra special. And they are such a joy. Besides all the stuff that they have going on, like, they just light up your life. In my case, well, I'm quite sure in everyone's case, it seems like to me that those kids are so just unique and blessed and just touched by an angel. So that is what I'm gonna be about. Just being a mom, special needs, exceptional child, and yeah, just life. Life as we know it, y'all. But give me some feedback. Let me know What do you guys do? What are you dealing with? How do you feel? How does your child feel? Do they realize they're different? Do they not? I don't think my child, he's the same. I mean, small difference, but it's nothing like major. They're all the same. They're all children, but they do have these special things about them, so which makes them extra special. So yeah, I just want to come on. We're right on our run, but I just want to come on and say some more stuff. I'll see you outside, y'all. The wind is blowing hard out here. But yeah, woo! I'm gonna sit down probably. I just want to talk to you guys. Because I never really open up about this type of stuff. But when I first noticed something that my son wasn't like other children, I would say about two-ish. I kind of noticed because at the time I was working at the childcare, at the daycare, and he was attending the daycare. And when he first started the daycare, he was like a little over 1, and he was, he knew his, he was learning numbers, letters, everything normal like with everybody else. And then I noticed when he got like 2.5, 3, some of the stuff that other kids were doing, he wasn't doing yet. I was like, well, kids do stuff on their own time. But then when he got 3, he went to Head Start. That's when I really noticed a big change and a big regression in like the stuff that he had learned at 1, numbers, colors, letters. He didn't know anything. It's like he just drew a blank.
Mom,
What?
what the hell is Santa? Say my
The wind taking your head?
Santa.
Oh, you better hold on to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like he regressed. And he was going to a Head Start, and they wanted the teachers kind of noticed something, but there wasn't any interventive type of stuff going on. The first intervention that he had was it's called TIS here in Tennessee. It's like when they have someone come out and like do an evaluation. So his doctor had referred him for I think it was developmental and speech at the time. And so with the speech, they didn't have anyone. They had someone to do the evaluation, but that was it. They had no one to come back and do the sessions. For developmental, they had assigned a lady to come to the daycare. I forget how often it was, probably like once or twice a month. And she would come and work with him. And he was good on that. Like he was getting on track with developmental type of stuff. So that was that. But as he started getting on into daycare, he had started at 4. And I just kept noticing stuff. I was reaching out for help from my primary care doctor. And she was just like putting him on waiting list because there was no one to be able to see him because there's so many people that need it. So he was just been on waiting list, I think about from that first doctor, and we had switched to doctor's office. He was on waiting list again. So he was been on the waiting list for, I want to say, 3 years. He's 6, almost 7. And we're just not starting to get some interventive care like what we do now with the occupational therapy and the speech therapy. But I feel like the only reason why that, because I had got so frustrated to the point I used to be in cries and just so frustrated because in kindergarten with the virtual, my baby was not learning a thing. He was just sitting there, and it's like I couldn't get through. I was trying to teach him on my own too at the same time, and it's just like we both were so frustrated and nothing got done. But I had reached out to one of my friends on Facebook that I went to college with, and I know one of her child had autism, so that's why I thought he had autism originally. Huh?
That father's going.
Oh. Yeah, so I thought it was autism. So I reached out to her and asked her where did she go to get help, because he just been sitting on waiting lists and he's just riding he's not getting any help. So she told me about this place, and I called my office and asked them to do a referral for that place. I taught the place first, and then they did the referral and everything. Then they sent us there. LeBonner, the doctor, they finally called us back. We went to the outpatient for the pediatric developmental pediatrics. And so they were kind of screening for autism and doing tests. He was supposed to go back, and they didn't find anything. They was like, we're going to wait and see. School started back since he has behavior. His behavior did kind of go off the rocker there for a while. He's getting back on it. But we missed his appointment this month, so we don't go back until February. But they're the one who sent us here for his speech and occupational therapy. Now with OT, today was his last day. So she told me if I feel like he needs help or if he's regressing or whatever, then I can always call back and set up more appointments. But for now, they want me to just keep working with him at home with speech. He has more sessions to go. He still has a lot of work to do with his speech. When they did the evaluation here with the other lady, she said that he had a lateral lisp. And then I don't know what else. The diagnosis, he got a diagnosis with a developmental through his school, through his what they call it thing, IEP, individualized educational plan. They give those to kids with special needs. So he got the IEP, and the psychologist, you know, did test and whatever, and you know, she said he had developmental delay. Same thing with speech. The speech therapist at the school did is he, you know, he had speech and language. What did she say? Speech and language impairment or something like that. So that's the only diagnosis we got. Now I do think there is more going on. So when we go back in February, they will look at it and see what's going on. Get back over here. Do he need to go any more therapy or any more sessions? Like they'll just keep monitoring him. I do believe there's some kind of like ADHD or ADD type of thing, because it's hard for him to sit still and do stuff. With autism, they don't think it is, but she said she wanted to monitor to make sure. So that's kind of up in the air. He could be, could not be, but right now it doesn't look like it. The main two things right now we're dealing with is the speech and the developmental delay. So yeah, that is what I know that he has right now. I am just going through it with like the government and just trying to get assistance and applying for different stuff, and like kind of reaching out to different programs that's made for, you know, people with special needs or whatever. So yeah, that's just a little bit of our story, how we got to where we are today. I know we have a long road ahead of us, but I am looking forward and just so happy that he's finally getting the help. Like, please be advocating, don't give up, don't stop. Just keep going until your child gets the care that they need, and it's always continue to make sure that they're being treated right, that their needs are being met, and that you're doing everything in your power to provide them with everything to have a successful life. So yeah, that's my sunshine, as I call him. My only son. He's my world. He's a handful, but Mama loves him so much, and I would not trade him for the world. So yeah, y'all, I know I've been rambling, so I'm going to end this video off here. I just want to share my story with you all about what we are going through. Zip it, jacket back up. That is my little sunshine. He is a handful. Little Josiah, but he is my everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Vlogmas Day, what would this be? Vlogmas Day 10. Oh no, this will be Vlogmas Day 11, I believe. Not sure, it'll be one of those, y'all. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see y'all in the next video. Say bye, Josiah. Alright.